Hi guys, it's Heather, and today is Monday, and today is my first day of doing a water fast this time. And it's not my first time water fasting at all, but it's my first time doing it with other people. So I'm now in a group of 4 friends. I'm one of 4 that we're doing this together, and we're going to do a 5-day water fast. And we all have various levels of experience. 3 of us have done some water fasting, and then one person has done juice fasting, but has never done a water fast before. So it's her first time. And one of the people did a 7-day, so another long one like me. So I just wanted to talk about why I am water fasting and what I hope to get out of it, and how I'm doing it. And I'm going to check in with you guys each day. So it's the end of the first day for me. And yesterday I had a prep day. So that was a fruit and vegetable day. That's all I ate was fruits and veggies, salads and fruits and things, and no beans and no grains on it, which is, not how I normally have my salad. But I'm taking Dr. Goldhammer's advice on that. He says to go into it really without heavy food on your belly. And that makes a lot of sense to me, to be more gentle so that I'll have an easier experience while I'm water fasting. So the longest water fast I ever did was 21 days. I did it as an outpatient. I wasn't at, everybody says, oh, did you go to True North? I wish I had gone to True North, but I did do it with a doctor, but she felt comfortable having me do it as an outpatient, which I know was very different than how they do it at True North. But I was having my vitals taken several times a day and checking in with her. And so I was definitely very much being monitored. And in fact, that was supposed to have been a 40-day water fast, but we ended up cutting it short because I did have some problems with my electrolyte balance getting off after the 21 days, and so I did cut it short. And I was really grateful that I had medical supervision to do such a long fast, because it's not very safe to do it on your own. I wouldn't consider doing it on my own for that long of one. The same thing, I had a less good experience with the 16-day one, but that was all my fault. Honestly, I got really, really hungry and I gave in, and I ended the fast in a way that you shouldn't. Like, I ended it by giving in to food and not doing the refeeding process that I should have done. So that was not a good experience. And I don't want to repeat that. So this time I'm being really careful. I'm going into it really carefully, and I'm going to definitely follow the refeeding schedule, which is, so I plan to water fast for today and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then on Saturday, I will have vegetable juice, no fruit, just vegetable juice. And then on Sunday, I will have more vegetable juice, and I will also have a steamed vegetables, adding that in. And then if everything's going great, I will add in on Monday, I'll have juice, I'll continue vegetable juice, I'll continue the steamed vegetables, and I'll have like raw vegetables or salads, and maybe some soft things like sweet potato, and just advance my diet back to normal from there. So that's how I plan to come out of it. 5 days of fasting, 3 days of refeeding, 1 day of prep going in. And why I'm doing this is not necessarily for weight loss. There are people who do it for weight loss. The problem with that is you'll take off a lot of water and you'll get all excited, and then a lot of that comes back when you start eating again. So it's not the best reason to fast. You do take off some weight, but a lot of it, up to half of it, can come back because up to half of it was water weight. So That's not why I'm doing it specifically. There are some things that I want to do. The main thing that I'm looking for in water fasting is something called autophagy or autophagy, it's basically, it means when your body like literally eats itself, right? It's burning fat. It's going to be burning fat, and I'm going to be doing um living my normal cells are going to be living on something called ketone bodies, which is what happens when you burn fat. And it is really a healthy process for you. It helps break down um, any like cells that need to go, or tissues that are damaged, things like that. It's a process of breaking that down and doing like a deep cleaning, like a spring cleaning in your body. So that's one thing that I'm looking forward to. There are some theories that, and again, I'm not a doctor at all. I've been researching this, and but there's some theories that fasting may help with cancer because your healthy cells can live on ketone bodies, which is the product of burning fat, but cancer cells are obligated to only have glucose. So after 24 hours, your glucose is gone out of your liver, and then so you're starving the cancer while your body, the rest of your healthy cells, are able to do okay without it. So that's one of the reasons that I'm wanting to do this. And there's also a lot of just good things that happen. I sleep really super well. I experience a freedom from having to buy food, cook food, think about food, plan food, all of that. Like it's nice to not have to make any decisions. Honestly, I find it easier to just go without food than I do to like make good decisions all day long. That really wears on your willpower. Whereas once you've accepted that you're just not going to be eating for the next, 5 days or whatever, it gets easier every day. The first day, for me, the first day is the hardest. The second day is almost as bad as the first day, and then it gets easier. And by the fifth day, on the other ones that I've done, I felt really good. So I'm kind of like bummed that I'm going to stop it on the fifth day. But I think that's the safest thing to do. Dr. Clapper, who's one of the doctors at True North, who has a ton of experience with fasting, recommends that you don't do more than 5 days on your own. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing 5 days on my own, and also because my friends are doing 5 days. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to be on guard for any symptoms that are symptoms that I'm having trouble. And so I'm going to talk about that tomorrow, but I just wanted to talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. Some other things I'm looking forward to. Like I said, one of my goals is that when I start eating again, that I will be able to get off of salt, because although I gave up sugar and flour and oil and everything, sometimes I still want salt, or it's more like I feel like my food doesn't taste very good without it. And I know if I just don't eat anything, and then when I eat again, my food will taste better without salt. So I'm trying to reset my palate. And okay. So the two main things are, I have a lot of trouble with edema, which is when you retain water. And I noticed that when I'm water fasting, I lose all that edema, and it's great. I even notice like my under eyes aren't as puffy in the morning, or like my ankles aren't swollen, my feet aren't swollen, and I just feel great. So that's one thing that I'm really looking forward to, is getting rid of the edema. And it does seem to last for a while after I even start refeeding again, that I don't have as much problem with edema. A lot of the things that water fasting fixes are more like permanent fixes. For instance, I know people that had high blood pressure that was really bad, and they had to take medicine for it, and then they water fasted under doctor's supervision. Like this person went to True North and water fasted under a doctor's supervision, and she no longer has high blood pressure. Like, that's been years ago, and she still doesn't have high blood pressure, so that's great. I know other people that were diabetic and they water fasted under a doctor's care, very important. Um, and they're no longer type 2 diabetic. So those are all really good things. And so I'm hoping that it'll help with the edema. I know it will. And then the other thing is that I have a low level of inflammation and just like pain all through my body. Now it's nothing like what it was when I was so heavy and I was in so much pain. I feel so much better than I did, but sometimes I still like get aches and pains in my knees and my feet and my back or in my shoulders, things like that. And one of the things that happens when you water fast is that your inflammation levels go way down. And so you feel great and you don't have inflammation all over your body. Some other things that are great about water fasting is, sorry, dogs. It's great for your concentration and it's great for your memory. There's a really cool video. It's a TED Talk by a brain scientist named Matson that talks about why it does that. But basically it causes your brain to make more axons and dendrites, which are the little things on the ends of your nerves. And so you know, they've even looked at it for a treatment for Parkinson's disease, possibly for Alzheimer's or dementia, vascular dementia. They're looking into water fasting for brain science. They know that it's good for epilepsy, for instance. In other countries, they do therapeutic water fasting more commonly than we do it here. And I know it sounds weird, you guys. Like, why would you deliberately not eat? The truth is that all through history, humans have had to deal with famine, and we're really well equipped to be able to deal with famine. We're like well equipped to go without food for short periods of time, you know, up to even like 10 or 20 or 30 days without dying, without suffering ill effects. And actually, it can be very helpful, and some people believe can help actually cure a lot of conditions like the ones I talked about. It's good for all of those things, and that's why they call it therapeutic fasting. How I'm feeling today, I just want to document that, and then I will get off of this video. I'm feeling fine. I'm used to water fasting. I have done a lot of like 2 days in a row where they call that 5-2 intermittent fasting. You eat for 5 days, you fast for 2 days. I've done a lot of that. So 2 days, you know, this is the first day. It's not that bad at all. I'm not that hungry. I'm doing okay. I anticipate being hungrier. I think that usually for me, day 2 is sometimes either as bad as day 1 or even a little bit worse. And I'm in a really good frame of mind. It is really fun to be doing it with friends. So I'm really happy to have that support. And also people have reached out to me, you know, and said, yay, you're doing this. And I did it before, or they're like, I'm interested in doing it. So that's why I wanted to make these videos and just kind of tell you what I'm doing. Also, so you don't think I've developed some weird eating disorder. I don't have one. I enjoy eating. If anything, I still have a problem with overeating. And it's very different because anorexia, you know, is a control issue is what I'm understanding, and where you have a fear of eating because of it having a bad effect on you, and that is not at all what this is. This is deliberately going without food to have benefits for your health. So it's different than starvation. It's different than anorexia. And okay, so just wanted to check in with you, tell you what I'm doing. Tomorrow my topic will be like how to know if you're having problems or danger signs, so that if you decide, like Dr. Clapper says that it's safe for people to fast for 1 or 2 or 3 or even up to 5 days on their own. So if you decide to do it for whatever reason that you might want to do it, I just want to share with you what I've learned are things that people should look out for. Again, remembering that I'm not a doctor and that I'm not giving medical advice, and I'm not saying that you should water fast if you don't want to. There's no reason you should if you don't want to. Yeah, I'm not advocating anything. I'm just saying what I'm doing. And I love you guys. I hope you're having a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.